Hello, hello. I see one viewer in the chat room. Two viewers. What's up? We get to go in here. Let me turn off this. How's everybody doing? Hello, Mom. How you doing? Trying to turn off this Bluetooth speaker over here. So each time my phone. There we go. Alrighty. Wait till we get a few more in here in the chat. I don't know where John's at. I know they went for a ride today. Let's see. Alrighty. We got two viewers so far. I know my mother's in there. Hey, Shala. How you doing? Hey, John. What's up? Shit, was that a cold ride today, John? I bet it was. I was thinking about that. I was like, Tonight we are streaming on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Periscope, which I think also puts it over on my Twitter feed. So hopefully, first time streaming out on the Periscope. We'll see what happens. Oh, okay. Okay. Alrighty then. Alrighty, we're going to talk about several things tonight. Oh, I hear you. I figured that's what you did. We're going to talk about Lunkertext, Monster Bass, Cast King, Extremist Outdoors, and for fishing for Christmas presents. If you like giving outdoor stuff, we're going to talk about that. I'm affiliated with Monster Bass. I'm an Inner Circle member of Cast King, and now I am doing some stuff with Lunkertext and getting all the paperwork done tomorrow with that. So we get a few more in here. Hopefully, if y'all will share this video, tag as many people in your share as you can. I've hit a lot of people today. So this morning before we went hunting, trying to get some people in here. Because remember, if I hit 100 viewers in the chat box, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. There's number 5. We got 95 more to go. So, and if you will hit like on this video, they seem to like these social media outlets seem to like when you get a lot of likes on your videos. You can have a whole lot of viewers. What's up, Bill Max? Glad you could make it. Got 6 in the chat room. For another installment of Oaksters Live. I got a few things I want to show y'all tonight and talk about this evening. I know it's been a tough year. I like to hear what people are thankful for the year 2020, which was a year that will never be forgotten. Not a good year. but there's some things we may be thankful for. So, got the holidays coming up, and and time to start thinking about those New Year's resolutions that nobody can keep. So, so we're ready to talk about that stuff. Like I said, we're going to talk about some good items for Christmas shopping, um, for outdoors gifts, and we're going to talk about Lunkertext. As you see, my little logo up here in the up here in the corner off of my, well, for me it's my right ear. For you, it's my left. But anyway, Lunkertext. For the ones in here now, we'll go over several times if more gets in it. But before we do that, I want to make a statement like I have in the past. I will only promote things that I believe in or that I use a lot or I've had good luck with, which is proof in the pudding. Um, Durable, long lasting products, things like that. If I'm not the guy, I'm not what they call a clickbaiter, where I just try to sign up. What's up, Ben? How you doing? Glad you made it. Missed you last week. I did not see you on here last week. Don't think that didn't go unnoticed. But so I don't go around applying for any kind of companies out there and act like I like something. Um, and when I like something, I can't stop talking about it. So tonight we're really going to talk about Lunkertext, and it is a convenient, affordable way to purchase fishing baits, sometimes apparel, rods, reels, and it just makes life so much easier when it comes to that. How does that work? Well, I've put the link in the chat box here if you want to check it out. There's a short little video, lasts about 2 minutes, but about what they do. But it was a couple guys down in, if from what I understand, down in Shelby, North Carolina, who are professional fishermen. I think might make baits, things like that. But they come up with this idea: how can we make buying fishing products affordable, inconvenient, and they know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. And so John Cruz come along, and the first time I saw an ad for Lunkertext was John Cruz. And I've met John Cruz back in the past when he was a young man in the professional bass fishing world, FLW at the time. He's a Bassmaster Elite angler now, but he also, I'm pretty sure he is the owner and CEO of Missile Baits, and he's a trustworthy guy. Um, when he sits and tells you something, you can take it to heart. That is true. So that's why I signed up for this. And all you do is go in, put in your demographics, your address, your phone number, your apparel sizes, and an email address, and you put in your credit card information. I'm one here to tell you that I have purchased several items through Lunkertext since this past summer, and there's never been no issues whatsoever. Somebody will probably ask me about shipping costs. It's $4 flat rate shipping. Now, what do they sell? They have gotten with a lot of major companies out there in the across the United States, and has teamed up and partnered with a lot of these companies who've put together bundled deals. And I'm going to show you some of the bundled deals here in a minute. But and what I mean by bundled deals is like I take a bait, 6 packs of them. They'll show you what they normally cost, cut them off, cut them in half in price, 50 to 54%. And so how do you order? So when you look at, and you'll receive a text sometimes each day, every other day, with a new offer from Lunkertext with some big name companies. And I'm going to show you that here in a second. And if you like what they have there, that's something you want, all you put in the comment box or your answer that text is either the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, how many bundles you want. Within seconds, you get a message back saying your order's been received and confirmed. And a few minutes later, it'll tell you that it's ready to ship. And I can tell you right now, with Lunkertext, of all the companies I order from, they are the fastest when it comes to shipping. I receive my Lunkertext orders faster than anybody's. So check it out. I put the link in the box, but I'm going to show you in the chat box, but I'm going to show you some of the deals. Let me bring them up here. How many's heard of the missile D-bombs? Missile D-bomb bait, flipping bait, has won many bass tournaments. The missile D-bomb regular size, the missile junior. They also work great as a trailer on a jig, swim jig, and they probably work pretty good on a wobblehead. We'll go over wobbleheads in another show. But I'm going to pull this up here. This is the missile D-bombs. This is a 6-pack offer of different colors. 6-pack bundle, 6 per pack. Retail price $23.94. You get it for $15.55. It's hard to beat, and they're a very popular bait. How many is fished with a popper? One of the greatest poppers out there today. It has been for years and years and years and years. Fishing ponds, fishing for smallmouth on the river, called a popper. They sell them in all the Walmarts. Problem is, they normally cost like $5, $6 a piece. Well, let me show you this deal from Rebel. The Rebel popper, there's 3 of them. Retail price $14.49. Almost $5 a bait, slashed in half for $6.77. I mean, and it's convenient. You could be at work, get a text, you see an offer, hey, I like that, I'm gonna get one. You put the number 1 in, boom, you're done, you go back to work. It is a sweet deal. Here's one that I got excited about when I seen him. I don't know how many of y'all have followed professional bass fishing, but one of the greatest names in bass fishing and a pioneer in the bass fishing world was a gentleman named Rick Clunn. He won the Bassmaster Classic on the James River one time. Went there 3 days before and netted out some minnows, and he made a crankbait that on his own that mimicked the type of bait fish was in the James River, and he won a Bassmaster Classic. But he's known for 2 things: buzz baits and square bills. And they had a square bill deal, and I love a square bill, and I'll tell you why in a second. Here is the Rick Clunn Lucky Strike Series R3 square bills. For a 6-pack bundle, they're $41 retail. I got them for $23.33. Why do I like square bills? It's a crankbait that you can burn and bang into anything. They hardly get hung up, and that reaction bouncing off in rocks or stumps, you get a lot of bites. A lot of tournaments been won on square bill crankbaits. Trust me, that was a heck of a deal. And I caught fish on them in Tuckahoe Lake, of all places. I caught fish on them there. Swim jigs. Introduced to a swim jig this year, and I love a swim jig. Booyah Bait Company. I know Everybody's seen the booyah baits. Walmart sells the spinner baits, the jigs, different things. Well, you got a 5-pack bundle swimming jigs. Regular $21.45 for 5 of them, again for $12.77. The greatest bait of all time it was ever fished and has won more tournaments than anything is a Senko worm. Gary Yamamoto come up with a Senko worm. Different companies make Senko worms, and I catch fish on almost every brand of them. And this is no different here. This is from a company called Z Bait. They're out of Pennsylvania. They're fairly new. Been doing this for about 2 years now. And they sell what they call a Vital Series stick. You get 4-pack bundle. There's 7 in a pack. Regularly $34 if you bought them straight out. $18.88. These are just some of the examples of great offers that comes from Lunkertext. Like I said, there's no requirement to buy anything. But if you don't mind getting a text, they're so often showing you an offer if you're a fisherman. And if Scott Powell's in the stream, he'd like this. Hey, Joy, how you doing? And because Scott Powell's a fisherman, he would understand why this is so good. Especially if you're someone who goes in the big bait stores and see the cost of baits. You're getting a heck of a deals here. I had another one here I wanted to show you. How many of y'all have heard of Big Bite Baits? A lot of pros are sponsored by Big Bite Baits. Well, here's one that I got, and I got a bag that I ordered. It's called the sugarcane worm. You get 3 packs of the green pumpkin swirl and 2 packs of the tilapia. Regular $19.95. Yours today for $9.95. These are a great drop shot worm. And Benji, I know you're a trap fisherman. If you'll start using the drop shot technique with your pyre bait, pyre eggs, worms, whatever you're using, you won't lose as many hooks. You'll lose sinkers. That's about it. But just a little tidbit there. I started doing it myself. It's also a great way to catfish too, honestly. But these would be great for the drop shot, for a shaky head rig. These are awesome. I didn't bring the hook pack, the Falcon hooks are awesome baits. There's the rats that I showed last week, $43. Got them for half price. And they're supposed to be deadly at night. So let me get this off the screen here. Alrighty. And one that I didn't put up on the screen, but I know everybody knows who Arbogast Company is. If you're a kid, almost all of us who fished when we were younger loved jitterbugs, hula poppers. We all know what jitterbugs cost. Here's a 3-pack. You get 2 jitterbugs and a hula popper from Arbogast. Regular $15 retail. I got these for $6.77. You cannot beat this. And these sizes right here would be awesome on the river. And they'll catch largemouth too. Absolutely. These are so much fun to fish because it's dark and you hear that plop, 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 plop come across the water. When you hear that big splash, it's just an amazing feeling. That's from Arbogast and was one of the great offers here just recently from Lunker Hunt. Check it out. That's okay, Landon. Most important thing, buddy, is that you're here. Everybody say hi to Landon. Guys, anytime you got questions, please throw them up here. I'll bring them up on the screen from a Periscope viewers. Let's see. Right now, everybody's on my Facebook. So, but I'm going to share that link one more time. If I can get it to come up here. Lunkertext. It is a really awesome, convenient, affordable way to get fishing baits, sometimes rod and reels, apparel, uh, when it comes to fishing. Out of Shelby, North Carolina, and it comes quick, it's convenient. You look at the offer if it's for you, you just put in how many bundles you want and hit enter, and that's all you do. And it gets shipped right to you because they already have your information. Steelers in the house. What's up, Junior? I hope they get to play tomorrow night. Hard world when it comes to this football deal. But check us out at Lunkertext. It is an awesome deal. Um, I haven't seen anything like it when it comes to shopping for baits. The closest thing is the Monster Bass, which I'm also an affiliate of. And the thing, and I say this about every week when it comes to Monster Bass, I've had subscriptions. You know what? I'm gonna go right ahead and say who it was. To Lucky Tackle Box, Mystery Tackle Box, and then Monster Bass. And I didn't know it. But I'm gonna tell you something in a minute. I didn't know, but with the other boxes, we were getting baits that I didn't recognize the names of the brands. Yeah, you get a couple in there of name brand baits, but a lot of them baits wouldn't even have no idea where you'd fish it around here, where you would, or who they was, and no info on them anywhere. And they would promise you full packs on plastic baits when all you were getting were sample packs. And it was very disappointing. I've had the 6 cents bag come in. They're mainly crankbaits, and that's not a bad bag if you love crankbaits and swim jigs and things like that. But I'm sitting there thinking they ought to regionalize these boxes for the area that I fish in. And yep, 6 cents is awesome. And I won't lie, I get 6 cents about 3-4 months out of the year just to build up on my crankbaits and hopefully to get the new fresh things they're putting out. But regionalize your boxes so I can fish with them. Well, little did I know at the time, I had just seen Monster Bass just come out, and I said it was just another box. And one day I was listening to Rick, the CEO of Monster Bass, and he tells a story how he used to be the CEO of Lucky Tackle Box, and he went to their stakeholders, the people that backs it, and gave him this idea of making a regional box. And they told him at Lucky Tackle Box that that won't work. Nobody will buy that. So he turns around and he keeps asking, and they finally tell him, and they finally let him go, and he starts his own company called Monster Bass. And he regionalized it. So when I get a box, and John can tell you this, he's seen every box I've gotten. Anybody else in here has seen them. Shiloh's seen them. But every box, when I open it, everything in there I recognize. I know I can fish them in these waters, and I'm confident with throwing them. Some more than others, but I'm confident to throw those baits. And it's quite exciting because I was stacking up on baits and from these other people that I had no earthly idea what to do with. And I ended up giving some of them to Bill Max and somebody else, and let them try to catch fish off of them. But Bill Max has proved me wrong on one bait, and that's that color changing bait. I can't remember what they're called now. don't know if I got any right here handy, but I think I showed them last week. When they go into the water, if it's cold water, they'll change a certain color. If it's warm water, they'll change to another color. They won't look like what come out of the bag. But we go pond fishing, and he was catching fish on them. So they must be pretty good too. Or Bill Max is a master fisherman, one of the two. Who's ready for bear season tomorrow? Landon wants to know. Let's put that up there. Who's ready for bear season tomorrow? That's a good question, Landon. I understand that's pretty exciting. I just don't think I can make it up and down them hills. To be honest with you. But I'm guessing tomorrow's the first day you can go back bear hunting with your dogs. Am I correct? Since the buck season is over. I hear you. Yeah, I know. I'm working tomorrow too, or I'll be out with the crossbow. but uh, but Monster Bass, it's a monthly subscription. They've come out with a new box called a multi-species box, and that would be something I think Bill Max would really like. It not only comes with bass baits, but it comes with panfish baits, crappie baits, bluegill baits, in that line. So, all right, Landon, we'll see you in a minute. But they've got that now. It's a new multi-species box. Now it's not area specific to where you live, but panfish baits are panfish baits. Everything he showed, and he's sitting in California, I got here in another box somewhere. So it's pretty good deal. Make sure I didn't miss any comments here. But Monster Bass, and starting in just had an announcement. They're supposed to get away from the actual boxes because he was sure that people had tons of these boxes laying around and know what to do with them. Um, Starting in February, if you get a Monster Bass subscription, they're going to be coming in these real nice zip up bait bags, and they're like $20 a bag, and they're going to not charge you any extra for it. So you got your regional pro box, you got your nation box, I think it's called, in your new multi-species box from Monster Bass. And I keep thinking about Master Fisherman there, Billy Max. With Monster Bass, I love when they do company specific boxes. We had the Strike King box this past year. We had the Lunker Hunt box where every bait was brand specific. That Strike King box was the sweetest box I've ever seen come out by anybody. Unreal. Unreal. And why get a subscription to that? Well, you can get about 7 or 8 baits a month. You pay $35 for a pro box, around $28 for a national box, 25 to 28 a month for a multi-species box, and you're going to get in the pro box about 50, sometimes $60 worth of baits. And so do the math on the less expensive boxes. So it is a great deal. It's a great deal. If I didn't believe in them, I wouldn't even be showing it to you. So, but go follow the Monster Bass channel on YouTube. It's not just about trying to sell baits. They also teach you do a lot of fishing, how-to videos and stuff like that. So it's a pretty good deal. Now, when it comes to Cast King Company and Extremis Outdoors, I'm an Inner Circle member of Cast King. When I go in their chat room, and I make for the live shows, and I make a comment. It says top fan, and there's reasons for that. They've proven that their products, they're, first of all, they're affordable. Affordable innovations, their motto. So if you buy a $50 reel, it's going to cost you about $100 in a Bass Pro Shop. And speaking of $50 reels, there's two new reels came out. The Cast Kings just come out with that are just awesome. One of them's a Christmas gift. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep the other one for myself or not. But myself and Billy Max both own a Cast King Emerald Valiant Eagle, or the Valiant Emerald Eagle, whatever way you want to say it. And it's my favorite spinning reel. And it was a $49 reel. Welcome back, buddy. I mean, it's awesome. It is smooth. It is durable. I mean, it gets the job done. It's a 6:2 gear ratio, and which is great for your finesse fishing because you want to set the hook more for speed of your reeling and just raise up than doing like a large, like you're fishing with frog or something. And it's just awesome. And getting out of the wrong box here. But this reel here is going to someone for Christmas this year. And I got the handle in the box. Check this beauty out. Benji, you'd love this. Fishing, this is an awesome little trout reel. We even got, I don't know if they make this in 1,000 series. This is the 2,000 series. So you can do a lot with this reel. I hear you about putting the hummingbird to work. But this is the Cast King Golden Eagle. This is another reel in a long line series of Eagle series reels by Cast King. This is the Golden Eagle. I have the Emerald Eagle. This is also a 6:2 gear ratio, so it will reel your line back in fast. But you see that little dark line around the spool here? That is a braid. Makes this spool a braid ready spool. Now I don't know if anybody, when they go to tie a braid on, getting the right kind of knot so it won't slip. It's kind of a pain. Well, that area in the center of that spool is rough and it catches onto the braid and it makes it easier to put line on. Line capacity for monofilament. Let me see on this 2000 series if I can find that. Well, I know it's on here somewhere. But kind of line I put on this, I'm telling you, all the professional fishermen and most other folks are going to the braid to a leader on these. Because I want to tell you what, when you cast braided line off a spinning reel, it will shoot at her like a rocket. I just got my new Cast King pole. I got off of Amazon. Which pole did you order? If you told me, I apologize for forgetting. That is awesome. Glad to hear that. But this reel here would be awesome on your new pole. $49.95, $49.99, I believe it is. And I want to tell you, this is double shielded stainless ball bearings. I think it's got 22 pounds of carbon disc drag. With them double shielded ball bearings makes this reel saltwater friendly. So if you're going to Chesapeake Bay, like I know a few of you in here do, this would be a perfect reel to take with you. And It's a good all-around size, the 2000 series. You could trout fish with this, panfish with this, and you can catch bass with this. I mean, this is just freaking awesome. I love this. I love the Valiant series in the casting line of spinning reels. This is beautiful. I don't know, man. This thing is may change my mind and keep it for myself. But no, but this one's a Christmas gift. And right now on Amazon, they're $49.95. With that motto of affordable innovation, they cut out all the middleman. They're an e-commerce company. The Crixus. I have a Crixus IM6 rod, and I like my Crixus rod. Matter of fact, I got a white Crixus spinning reel. Did you get the it's the white rod with the white and black? It looks real cool. I like those. I fished many times with those, and I have a white Crixus spinning reel that I usually put on that. And any other the casting line of spinning reels will work on that rod. Remember, let's see, Cast King right here. It's just awesome stuff. They're an e-commerce company that when they make the reels and they come in, there is UPS already waiting to pick up orders, and so that cuts out all kind of the process in retail. It cuts out buyers, cuts out warehouses, cuts out all your overhead, and it cuts out that major markup when it hits the retail store. So this is a $49.95 or 99, whatever the cents is, reel that they pay the people who developed it. It's got all top name components in it, and I would put it up against any reel from anywhere else. I'm not going to say it's better. I'm going to say it compares to any reel out there in its market, and it is awesome. I fished with the Emerald. That right there, that's just beautiful. If I buy that, that's just I mean, it's going to be another quality reel that looks pretty hot, and it is a great reel. So if you went in a Bass Pro Shop and they were selling that reel right there, we sell for $49. You will pay $90 to $100 for it because of the retail process. That's why people don't understand when somebody says, "Well, that Abu Garcia Revo Rocket is like the best bait caster in the world," and it may be, and it ain't got the best price because Casking's got a bassinator reel, elite reel like the Revo, with all the same type of components in engineering, all that. They cut out all that retail process, and you can get it for $188, and you're gonna pay $350 for a Revo Rocket. I'm just guessing. I know it's more than $200. Abu Garcia, got nothing against them. I used to be. That's all I ever fished with. So, but I'll never tell anybody these reels are better than the other. Now I got another reel sitting here from the Valiant series from Cast King. I already showed this to John and Bill Max today, but this is a bait caster. This is the first time they come out with a bait caster, and it's also $49.99. One of the best deals you can buy a bait caster for under $50. Got 7-to-1 stainless steel double shielded ball bearing, so now you can take a palm perfect slimline bait caster. This is the Valiant Golden Eagles. I'm pretty sure. Well, they call it the Valiant Eagle bait caster. And look at that gold on there. If it'll focus up there, that's why I called it a Golden Eagle bait caster. This one will hold in mono 12 pound, 120 yards. So in braid, you're looking at, you use 12-pound braid, about probably 200 yards. This reel here is a gear ratio of 6:3 to 1. Look at that. It just fits so perfect in the palm of your hand. I mean, it's just awesome. We have these in right-handed and left-handed if you got some left-handers out there. But this is a 6:6 to 1 gear ratio. I can remember when 6:3 to 1 was the fastest baitcaster in the world. And now there's a 10:5 to 1. And guess who has it? Cast King in the Speed Demon Elite. And I was fortunate enough to get on a crowdfunding program to help fund the research on that reel, and I have one in my possession. But this right here could possibly be, like, I'll never figure these cameras out, the best bait caster for under $50. I have a Bassinator Elite Series reel that's used by the professionals in the Bassmaster Elite Series that are sponsored by Cast King, MLF, some of the regional tournaments, the Bass America. There's a brand new big circuit coming out. I can't remember the name of it. Who used a 6:6 to 1 Bassinator. It's really good for, you could use it for chatterbaits, jackhammers. I use it to pitch heavy Texas rig worms, Cincos, a 6:6 to 1. You can crankbait with this. Certain crankbaits, it's probably be good for some of your shallower diving crankbaits. No work this weekend. What do you mean by that, Brian? You didn't have to work? That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Getting better. It's getting better. This also this also has the side plate. Now this one has your regular magnetic disc brakes with the dial on it, if I can find it. It just spins from like 1 to 10, 1 to 9, I think it is, and it's easy to get into. And the great thing about this reel, it's got that swing wing side plate, so that way you don't drop it in the water and lose your side plate. And this all it takes to hook it back up. Boom, it's back together. You're not fighting with the other ones. The spool comes out super easy to wool it. Got that eagle logo there. It's pretty cool. But this is the Valiant Eagle Baitcaster. This is brand new right out of the box, and I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna give this away for a Christmas gift or not. But look at that! Isn't that not sexy? Like it's gonna come get you. It's pretty cool. Watch the Browns game. Let me tell you what about the Cleveland Browns. I'm very impressed. Now, if they can get some defense going on, in which I really honestly thought their defense was a strong point, but and I wasn't buying the hype today that Baker Mayfield could lead them to a win against the Titans, but he sure did. That's pretty amazing. So playoff bound. Been a long time. The last time I saw him in a playoff game, I know I'm going to bring up a bad memory here, was Ernest Biner. How many of y'all remember Ernest Biner? Junior Witt's on here. He would remember Ernest Biner. That man used to fumble away games in the last second. I don't know, like it was what he was paid to do. But they had a game against the Denver Broncos, I believe, to go to the AFC Championship game. And all he had to do, he was going to get ready to score a touchdown. He got hit and fumbled the ball away. And I think he's done that in 2 major games. So that's when I remember the last time the Browns was in the playoffs. It could have been later on than that, but it was just so significant. And I really felt bad for Ernest Biner, because that was a heck of a running back in the day for the Cleveland Browns. That's when Bernie Kosar was in his heyday. He was hard to guard. Now Bernie Kosar was. And why I can remember that, I don't know. I tell you what, Benji, you like trout fishing. I know you got the Crixus. What size Crixus did you get in the lengths? Because another great rod from Cast King, I think you get the most rod for your money is a Perry E2 Cast King Perigee 2, and they extended their line of rods so you can go all the way down and get a 4'6" trout rod. And 5-foot rod, 5'6", and I think the Perigee 2s go all the way to 7'6" in spinning and casting. So, and it's just an amazing rod for the money. I wouldn't, it wouldn't bother me not one bit to take a Perigee 2 rod out and fish tournaments and fish them hard all day long. They're that, to me, I know I have some of the Cast King Speed Demon Pros. I got the Spirale rod. Those are the ones the elite rods they fish in the big bass tournaments. But I more often, if you see me fishing, I got a black rod in my hand, and it is the Cast King Perigee 2 rod. It's just something sweet about that rod. And for the money, you just can't beat it. Compared to what it would cost you if it went through the retail process. Oh yeah, those cadets, they're awesome too. Or the Centron, you mean? I think the cadet was a baitcaster combo, but the Cast King Centron, you can get a little Centron spinning reel for right now for like $23. That'll blow any $23 reel out of the water. I mean, it is amazing. and the rods must be pretty good because the Centron combo costs about $70. So you're getting about a close to a $50 rod to go for that reel. And I bought the kids, my nieces and stuff, great nieces, and I bought several combos in that, and they were hard on them, and they've only had one that got broke, and but they you can't beat that for that price. It's amazing how you can outfit your family with fishing gear and not break the bank and still be able to pay your bills, still be able to put food on your table. Yeah, they're sweet, and they cast sweet. They're smooth. You can put braid on them also if you want to, and to a leader, do like 8-pound braid to like a 6-pound leader. I mean, I would have no problem fishing with them. They also, from what I understand, make a 500 series reel. That's smaller than the 1,000 series, and it's typically, I mean, they ain't that big, but they're typically for like your ice fishermen and jigging for panfish, things like that. But I seen that the other night on a video on the new ice fishing rods from Cast King. And if anybody goes ice fishing, I don't know, it's been years since the water's froze around here that I'm not nervous about getting on and going through the ice. I mean, it's been years. I can remember this pond at my mom's would freeze over and we'd go up there and play hockey on them. Yeah, little crappie reels. I mean, it's pretty amazing stuff coming out by Cast King. And Extremis Outdoors, wow, the stuff. Extremis Outdoors kept my head from freezing the last few days. Cast King with their frost liner gloves, which I got out in the truck, putting on my regular gloves, I never got cold. My fingers never got cold this morning. And that's the first time they haven't got cold that I can remember on a day like the temperature was this morning. It really wasn't majorly cold, but it was cold enough. But I've always felt my fingers get cold, and no matter what pair of hunting gloves I've spent $umpteen for. And I put those liners on, I put my gloves over those liners, and I'm gonna tell you, I was comfortable. That ice cap, I can't even pronounce, baklava, whatever it is, it pulls down over your head. My head stayed warm, and it's really not that thick of a material. It's made by Extremis Outdoors. You need to check them out. They got great tumblers. They got ice cleats for your boots that you can wear out on the snow and ice for prices that will just blow your mind. I've got a 2-person somewhere over here hammock they make made out of the parachute material that will go up in 10 minutes, and it don't matter how far the trees are apart. It's got adjustments on it to make that work. And right now you can get a 2-man hammock for about $20 and a 1-man for about, or woman for about 16. And it just blows my mind how they can sell them that cheap, because other hammocks I see, like from Yeti, made out of parachute material, and Under Armour and different places like that, 30, 40, 50, $60. And they're selling the name, not the product. And I've got a single man or woman um, hammock over there in one of these boxes of Christmas gifts, and I'm not sure who to give that to. Could be me. but I got one. I just couldn't pass up that price because they'd make an awesome Christmas gift. There's nothing like when you're camping or you're at home and you want to get outside and just relax, read a book. They're good for taking long naps. They come with a blow up pillow also, and and out there in a cool day or a hot day under the shade tree and just nap if you can get a chance to do that. They're awesome, and we'll talk more about extremist outdoors as the year goes on, because I can't wait to see when the warmer months start to come back again what they're going to come out with for the camping world. Yeah, those hammocks are just wow, and they sell paracord for an unbelievable price. Extremist Outdoors does. It'll blow your mind the price that they sell 100 feet of paracord for. I mean, it shocked me, and I got some. I use it on my kayak. We're going to use it on my friend Robert's boat for anchors, all kinds of stuff. We're going to get rid of that heavy ski rope because it's a ski and bass, but we're going to get rid of that heavy ski rope that we keep tripping in, and we're going to use this paracord. It's awesome stuff, and temp tumbler mugs that blow, that are as good as Yetis. And I'm not wanting to crack on Yeti. They make a wonderful product. It's just that there's no way I'm gonna pay over $100 for a cooler no bigger than my laptop. I mean, I just ain't gonna do that. And I think their tumblers they're both 30 ounce, I believe. Theirs costs around 40 to $50. Right now, you can go on Extremist Outdoors and buy which I truly believe is a better tumbler. It's more efficient. You don't have to drink out that hole, find that hole every time to get a drink. You can push a button, you get 360-degree uh, access to your hot or cold drink you got in that tumbler. And then everybody that I've ordered them for, and I have ordered at least 20 of them for people, and everybody loves them. I mean, they love them, and they come in all kind of cool colors. They're awesome. I don't know, I'm promoting the way, but I'm just trying to throw some good ideas out there to save money for Christmas gifts this year, because they they're just save money if you like to buy outdoor products for Christmas gifts for your family. Hey, just check them out. I mean, Cast King, if you like to buy fishing rods, reels, things like that, check them out. Um, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna step out here on a line here. If you'll buy someone in your family or a close friend a Cast King reel, a Cast King rod, and give it away as a gift, and something goes wrong with it, it ain't what you expected, I will buy it from them. How's that? That's how much I believe in the Gas King products and the Extremist products. And I stepped way out there on the line. Remember today, this video is saved. I will not deny that I said that. If you buy a Perigee 2 rod, you buy a Crixus rod, you buy one of them 2 reels I showed you, and you don't like it, come to me and say, I'm just being honest, Oakster. Just being honest, it's not what I expected. It's just not for me. I will buy that off of you. So, and I don't have no problem doing that. And I'm not going to be mad at nobody. Everybody has the right to like what they want to like, to use what they want to use. I think that sometimes, folks, though, in this world, if you'll give other things a chance and just see, give it an honest effort when you give it that chance, stuff may change your mind because Abu Garcia was all I ever going to use. Guess what? There ain't another brand of reel in a rod in my house except for what I already had before then, and that says anything but Gas King on it. So, and that's not because I'm a homer. I don't get paid from Gas King. I don't make no money off of them, and that's the truth. I'm an inner circle member. Every now and then, for being an inner circle member, I might get a bigger discount than people who are not. I mean, I might get to try out products. Matter of fact, I got to try out a Spartacus Maximus saltwater palm-friendly style reel, a different than your normal saltwater big one-handle level line cranking reels. This is a bait caster like I showed you. It's a regular $99 reel without all the retail process. So it's probably about $170 reel anywhere else if it was sold. It went through that process. All I had to do was do a review on it. I did a video review on it, and I got it for free to try it out. And join Gas King Live on every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. They do giveaways just about every week. And on December 15th, the annual Christmas show for Gas King Live, they're going to give away 100 gifts to 100 folks. So get on there on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock on CasKing.com on Facebook, or Gas King site on Facebook, and do whatever it is that they tell you need to do to win these reels. And you ain't got to jump through hoops, cartwheels. You ain't got to answer a history question or calculate some math problems. You just hit like, make a comment on why you think that reel will be good for you or something like that. Or go watch a video on YouTube and comment on it. Make sure you're following Gas King when you go. But seriously, there'll be some reels on there that are fished by professional fishermen. They're going to give away. There'll probably be a rod or two they're going to give away. That Brent Chapman, Cliff Crochet, and some others that fish with from the pro circuit. You could be a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. I mean, seriously, you could be a winner and win one of those rods and reels. They give away a lot of nice stuff. Pliers. They got the new Gas King folding fillet knife. I wish I'd have brought that up in my share screen stuff. But to show y'all, for $22, and right now they got a $4 off coupon on it. And I have some of the fixed blade fillet knives from Gas King, and they're just amazing. They are just amazing. And I'm not going to tell you that it's better than that Bubba blade, but you ain't going to catch me buying a Bubba blade for $60 when I can get a Gas King fillet knife that's comparable to the Bubba blade for $22. I just don't see it. That's just me. That's the difference, I think, between the two. If I get my hands together. Do you want to pay for a Bubba blade, or do you want to pay for something you just about probably going to get the same results from, and you pay $22. I mean, it made sense to me, and but people love what they love, and that is they're right, and so far nobody's gave me a hard time about that because it maybe sounds like I'm telling you that you're stupid for paying that much. No, you're not. No, you're not. If that's what you want, you go get it because I do that. I have turned down other things because I know I'd kick myself for buying something else when it wasn't what I wanted. So, but check out CastKing.com and Cast King on Amazon, Cast King on eBay, Cast King at Tackle Warehouse, and Cast King online at Academy Sports and Outdoors. And check out all the products on Amazon.com, of course. All the products from Cast King and Extremis Outdoors is on Amazon also. And they've just started their sister company at Cast King, and they are um see a name on someone liked my video. Awesome. Charles Schilling, if you're in there listening, thank you, sir, for liking my video, and everybody else that liked it. I love that. Please hit like and share. Um, but Extremis is a new company, and it just getting started. And it's hard to tell the awesome products they're going to come out with. I understand they might be doing something for some major groups out there that are awesome people. So, I mean, it's just unreal what's going on. But so it's been a bad year, been a very bad year. Some of us has lost family members, some of us lost close friends, or we hear about it every day on the TV when it comes to the COVID-19 coronavirus. But I want to hear, since we're going into the end of the year, what you're thankful for that come out of 2020. Well, here's a good question before we get into that. My mother asked, so did everybody have a good hunting season? And so if you hadn't told us if you killed anything yet, Benji, if you're still in the chat, I want to hear about what you might have took. That would be pretty cool. And thank your wife for liking my video. I appreciate that. So everybody let us know what you harvest this year, deer season, and if you feel comfortable doing that, that would be awesome. I had a great hunting season because I got to go. COVID-19 didn't take that away from me. Didn't take that away from Bill Max. Didn't take it away from my nephew John, or my brother-in-law, and a lot of other people got to go because it's a safe and healthy thing to do during a pandemic. Because you're out in the outdoors, you're usually social distancing. It is cool. Everybody's got something covering their face when the wind's cold. Excuse me. When the wind's blowing hard and it's cold. So it's pretty daggone awesome. But I like to hear what everybody's thankful for that came out of 2020 and what their New Year's resolutions may be. That would be pretty good to hear, because you might give me an idea. And nobody's telling me, so must not be a good topic. But anyway, Christmas is coming up. How many's been out to the fairground to see the Christmas lights? I must be pretty good because they hold up traffic every evening when I come home from work. Thing come across there that Bruce Irvin tweeted something that was terrible. But so if anybody got any New Year's resolutions, I'll start out and say my New Year's resolution is to get back in shape. I was getting there, and then I had surgery and screwed up my eating habits. So I'm waiting for one more holiday dinner, and then I'm back on it. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'm very thankful for all the family. My family and nobody so far in the immediate family has caught the COVID. It's tough. I mean, I wear a mask every day at work. Anytime I go in the stores, the best that I can, and try to do the right things. Um, Please pray for a coworker of mine, I know, who's just told me Friday evening that her mother caught COVID. So I'm not going to say the names, but please say a prayer for this lady. It's tough. There you go, Mom. Haven't gotten sick. The This lady worked in one of our local nursing homes. That's a tough place. So all the healthcare workers out there, there's a reason why you're on the list to be the first people to get the vaccine. I have no issues with that. First responders and police officers, I have no issues with them getting the vaccine first. So I don't have a problem with that whenever that vaccine comes out. The hard part about it is that even though people will get vaccinated, it's still there. I don't know how we wipe it completely out. It's not like crop dust and killing bugs. I mean, it just don't work that way. So, and if that vaccine is 85%, 85 to 90% effective, that's awesome. That is amazing. So a lot of people is going to be good. It's going to be good, and usually the other 10% are people who already have existing conditions, and, and it's going to be tough for them folks. It's going to be tough for them. But I just said the typical New Year's resolution to getting back in shape. That's why every retail store in the country has January's is the month dedicated to physical fitness. That's why you see all the treadmills and exercise machines and stuff being promoted really hard. Um, but I want to really be in shape so I can continue to do the things I do. I don't have, but I got one more surgical procedure, and that's just for an umbilical hernia. I haven't begun that process of setting that up yet, but I'm gonna get that taken care of, and I'm done when it comes to surgeries. Unless it's absolutely necessary, I ain't doing them no more. They've been hard, and I ain't really had hard ones, but except for the second one was pretty tough. It took me about a week to get my strength back on that one, but or longer. I want to put out the best content that I possibly can so people can enjoy this time we spend together. I know right now, basically, all I've been doing is promoting stuff, but I believe in it. When I believe in something, I like to let people know because if it's good for me, I'll be the first one to tell you that if someone makes an offer to me, I'm gonna find every which way I can not to purchase it or be part of it, and because I don't know anything about it or I didn't have luck with it in the first place or whatever. And I'll be honest with you, if I had a fishing rod from another company that snapped on me while I was making a cast, I'm not gonna feel too good about saying, "Hey, you need to go buy one of those." Now I know they every now and then a different batch comes out and it might be defective. That's gonna happen, but I'm not gonna feel comfortable with promoting it. I've never had an issue yet with a cast king rod or reel. Not for the performance of the rod and reel. Something on shipping one time. That was an Amazon deal there. Like the Lunkertext that we was talking about earlier. That's the most convenient and probably one of the most affordable ways of get bundled baits, and you don't gotta drive all the way down somewhere to a bait store because they're around our area here where I live. There ain't hardly many bait stores for Greenbrier Valley Outdoors, and they got some good selections. But that's not what they concentrate on. They sell guns, they pawn guns, they sell bows, kayak accessories, kayaks, stuff like that. So they had to have room for a lot of that stuff. They sell trapping stuff. I think they sell stuff for bear hunting. In the fall, they sell the corn and all that. But when it comes to fishing baits, how awesome would that be to get a text with an offer and you just punch in how many bundles you want? And then you go on about your business. It comes in the mail in about 3 days. So it's really cool. Check out that link I put in the chat box. It's pretty cool. So, and also to strive to, um, I want to fish in some fishing tournaments coming up. I would like to be able to fish enough tournaments to qualify for a Bass Open, Bassmaster Open series. Will I qualify? I don't know. I know I want to try because some days you get lucky and you pick the right bait and you can blow somebody out of the water with it. I mean, and then there's days that nothing you do works right. So, but I want to fish some bass tournaments. That's a goal of mine. I did that a couple times way back in the day in Virginia, and it was co-angler deal. The first one, the guy was kind of a butthead. He didn't like the idea that I had caught two fish that was bigger than his two. So if I wanted to fish slow, he can hit that foot on that trolling motor and start throwing spinnerbaits. If I pull out a spinnerbait, then he'll go slow and fix a finesse worm. I go back to that. He just didn't want to help me. And then the next guy on the boat with was really cool. He was teaching me things and back and forth and was excited for me. So typically a co-angler runs a net. When the pro catches one, the co-angler jumps up there and dips it out of the water for him. Well, this guy was dipping fish out of the water for me. And never saw him again. He's a pretty cool guy. That was a good experience. So I had a 50-50 deal on good and bad experience as a co-angler. But I wouldn't mind fishing in tournaments where both people's weights go in together. And instead of one guy fishing for this and another guy fishing for that. So I would like that deal, and I want to try that deal. And so hopefully we'll get that going. That would be pretty cool because I'll fish my brains out, to try to get in the top 10 or something. So, or just get my entry money back. I would love that. So it looks like things have slowed down just a little bit. I am going to be working on, after work in the evenings, a new intro video for Oaksters Live. Like I said, tonight I streamed live. We were live on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope / Twitter, as it says. I didn't get any viewers from Periscope and YouTube, but I need to do a better job with promoting it on those platforms. But we're going to have a new video in here. I have learned that with the StreamYard, and if anybody's interested and they got a laptop or desktop computer and they're interested in doing live streams, this StreamYard software that I use to be able to go live on Facebook and YouTube and Periscope and Twitch and LinkedIn and some of the other ones gives you the opportunity to do that. So check out StreamYard. Let me bring that logo up. There's the logo, powered by StreamYard. This is an awesome video. I have an opportunity to record videos at another time and go live with them, and do like podcasts. Instead of bringing somebody in live that might not be able to make it, I can call in and get them on here, and we can go, like this. It ain't gonna work because I don't have another person here. But excuse me, I can do podcasts with Safe and who runs Greenville Valley Outdoors. Community function coming up. Maybe John Cruz from Missile Baits. Wouldn't that be awesome? I could do an interview, excuse me, and bring it online here on the live show. So, all right, everybody, I appreciate y'all coming on. I'm starting to get a little choked up for some reason. So, with that, we're going to call it quits for the evening. We've been on for an hour and 16 minutes. And, but check the links out for Lunkertext. I think you'll enjoy that. Bill Max is letting us know that next weekend that he's going to go live on Facebook or Instagram while up in a tree stand. So be looking for that. Let me put this up here. Be looking for that. He's going to be either Saturday or maybe even Sunday. We'll see. But either day, one of those days, he's going to be live from the tree stand. And we got safety harness and safety rope and all that stuff so he can be safe while he's up there in the tree. And, I got to get this frog out of my throat. So, guys, gals, appreciate everybody being on here tonight. But check out Lunkertext. Check out Cascade, Extremist Outdoors, and Monster Bass for Christmas ideas. Awesome gifts. I wouldn't tell you that if I didn't believe it with all my heart. So, anyway, we'll talk to y'all later. Be looking for us next Sunday. I may pop on at any time with an interview with someone. You never know. But I will schedule that, promote that. Pretty excited about that. So, all right, guys. Thank you. Love you. See you next time for Oaksters Live.